In other news, journalists have been urged to desist from peddling fake news. Speakers at a discussion in Lagos emphasized the need for media practitioners to be careful about the kind of news they push out. They say fake news sends a wrong signal about the profession and is capable of causing disintegration in the country.
A cross-section of media practitioners and executives have gathered here to discuss ways to curtail the spread of fake news. One of the key speakers is a former Commissioner of Information in Rivers State, Ibim Semenitari. She emphasizes the need for journalists to exercise caution while going about their reportage.
If you take a look at current statistics, and this is statistics as of March 2017, 56% of those in the world who read us don't trust us. So that means that we'll soon be extinct. That's why you should worry. Forget any other reason. The economics. That people do not believe you, and that the minute you say you're a journalist, they actually carry a sneer on their faces and not a smile, is the reason you should worry. Does journalists be a skeptic cat? The skeptic cat demands proof. Check everything. Everything. Thank God you have a phone and email. Please go to the source. When in doubt, nothing is too small to double check.
Other speakers highlight the legal implications of spreading fake news and the current debate on the regulation of social media.
We have lots of laws, but the political will to actually deal with this, because if someone is arrested for false news, the first is that government has started again. But you discover that most of the people arrested under the cybercrime law, the complainant is not even the federal government, they are state governments. Whether the police or the state government, they are mostly state governments, not even federal government. But we can't allow this thing to continue because there has to be consequences for some of these actions. The only thing left, which is lacking in our constitution, is that there is no specific provision for freedom of the press.
It is only in this profession that there are no regulations. Everybody wakes up in the morning, is a journalist. See, beyond that, I think it's consequence. People must pay for their actions. Until somebody pays, it will not stop.
Professionalism is also at the center of discussion at the event. Journalists are implored to show competence in the discharge of their duties.
You stand by the truth, and that is the one thing that will distinguish you. Truth does not have, it cannot be bent. It may take 10 years. The truth may come out after you are long gone. But one thing is clear. After everyone has gone round, they will come back to that place. And that is that for me represents integrity, and that is something that will stand you out from anybody else. And I think it's time we started saying to ourselves, are we beholden to the politicians, to our conscience, or to our profession?
We know elections are around the corner, and there's a need for us to actually propagate what is right, because fake news is cancerous and fake news is capable of disintegrating the country. So ahead of the elections, journalists should be very responsible in their use of words, in what they say, even on our social media platforms, because people look at you as a source, and you can't compromise that the standard they've set already for you, and you can't also more like belittle the respect they have for you. So journalists have a crucial role to ensure that we don't set the country on fire ahead of the elections.
The war on fake news has been one of the major objectives of the President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. In July this year, the federal government launched the campaign to curb the spread of the menace, especially ahead of the 2019 general elections. Oyin Adekunle, TV 360, Lagos.